here? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the side of the book. The way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after flips it to her side, but it's holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? A, to turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Uh-huh. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. This is all new. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyways, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yeah, you know, reading is really tough. It's kind of physically... Yeah. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Cohh? Did something just happen? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Excuse me? No, nothing. Oh, don't worry. I believe you, silly. I think she's the darkest one of all of them. Like, things that she said led Sayori to potentially commit suicide. Like, man, this girl trips me out, dude. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Oh! Well, this sucks. I made the poem for Yuri. Cohh, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to leave? You actually put effort into this? Whoa! Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Whoa. Painful to think about? Whoa. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Each your own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Yeah, it's terrible. Your poem is terrible, and you're a terrible person. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. He lied. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, I can skip this? Oh, great. Hey, Cohh. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, good. Glad to hear it. So anytime the skip button lights up, then that's all old stuff, right? I'm assuming, because like right now I can't skip. So I'm assuming that means there's something new in this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, for the record, I do want to skip to the new stuff. I do. So thank you. I appreciate that. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Now that I know about this, I'm going to start reading everything. Okay, so that's great. Thank you, chat. Yes, co-MVP. Thank you. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha! Don't worry, Co. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's a sort of barrier that we all learn to get past. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Co. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Oh, God. Is Monika going to do terrible things to anyone that I show interest in this game? I don't mean that it's like a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming over on a little strongly. Damn. This is like some really rude stuff to say about a person behind their back. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right, thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, same poem from the beginning. Wait, no, it's different. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eye can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you'd call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Oh, I can skip this. Great. Yuri. Here we go. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Oh. In the first run, we started terribly, and then as we started to make poems that she liked, a big part of our relationship was us saying that we were like looking up to her and everything, and this time the roles are completely different because she hasn't influenced our writing at all. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new... Oh, okay. Okay, here, now we're back to the regular stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm assuming her poem was the same in that case. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going back into a little bit. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Cohh. Ah, me too. Okay, it's doing it pretty well. Alright. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. Sharing their respective poems. Oh lord. I saw that too, chat. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Man, there's lots of little things we gotta look for. Yeah, it's back there. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Oh, did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns a poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it. And Cohh did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. I'm pretty sure that's when the other girl had, Sayori had jumped in before. Which I haven't yet. And Cohh liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cohh appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And you... Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs oh no, I remember this part. I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cohh started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki? That's a little... Yeah, right there. Right there. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Oh, and she just disappears. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate in middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the f*** is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Cohh hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah! Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed. I was standing here. Cohh! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? It's not like whoever I agree with this, of course. Ooh! Okay. Monika. Hey, Cohh. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside when they're done yelling. Ha 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 ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, no. She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri... Why do I keep hitting that by accident? What Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Cohh, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looked at me like she wanted to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Cohh. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate... I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the clubroom, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Cohh. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there was no way you can be a bad person. Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Cohh, don't say those kind things so frankly. You made me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? Ah, no, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promised I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Is she so insecure that she's like written it off mentally? Is that what it is? I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Aha. What took you so long anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Ha ha ha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played music as well, Monika. That's weird. This is the same stuff, but I can't skip. I don't give more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, it must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thank you, Yuri, she says, pointing her butt at her. You should play something for us sometime. Aha, that's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. It sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cohh. Monika smiles sweetly, while bending over again. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Oh, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Cohh? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean in the club. Yeah, definitely. I plan on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. We call that thirsty. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out from her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we make some tea first? Not at all. Okay, so this happened before. Is there anything weird with the room? No. So she's going to get the stuff together, and she's going to tell us to go with her to get water, and her and Monika are going to have a moment. This is about her long legs, yeah. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. And now Monika's going to come in. Oh! Okay, so this time, Yuri declined us going with her. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay, sorry for misunderstanding. Did Yuri leave you again? She's leading us. She wants us to think what she's saying. She is super manipulative. 10 minutes pass? Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale. reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yep. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Cohh, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Oof. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed, and perhaps I will. Yeah, Murgle says you weren't supposed to see that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't put yourself... No. It didn't rewind, guys. It didn't rewind. It removed us going to get her, and instead she showed up with the water. So the issue, it's doing weird stuff, but it's not like... It's not reloading the same situation. It's like cut and pasting. Like, it's like editing a movie, what it's doing right now. It's really weird. At least I think, like, I don't know. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Cohh. It's very endearing. I still don't know what it's doing, to be honest. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Cohh, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, because of her bad back. Mm-hmm. So this is when we had another little moment here. Okay, chats, I'm seeing some save emotes. Let's go ahead and do that. It's most likely because of my gigantic bazongas, I think is how we say that properly. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture and gigantic breasts. Okay. Retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, this is the chocolate thing. Oh, Lord. Okay. Except this time, our bodies are even closer. Now, we can't skip, so something here is going to be different. Your sides close until our shoulders are touching. It's going to change scene here in a second. Your hands me my teacup, holding it with my bare hands, not holding the book. I end up in a position makes it harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri has noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Okay, so he eats... She wants to eat some, but she's not going to take any because it's going to make the book dirty. She doesn't want to stain the book. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have to any harder time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri's. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. It's bad country. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looked at me like she needed to confirm what just happened. Cohh? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Cohh... Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Cohh. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Cohh. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Cohh? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Whoa! Okay. That's not a pleasant face. Ha. 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 It's time to share poems. Wait, can I skip all of this? Uh-oh, I think I bugged it. Yeah, just as I thought. Cohh, come on, I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Cohh? Honestly. I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Whoa! Cohh, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. When Yuri gets too excited, she finds places to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? That kind of talk, man. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. That's not... it might even be like a sexual thing? You're the one that took it there. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. What? I'm not saying it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to all of you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and I know how to treat my club members, says the woman who probably talked Sayori into suicide. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, blue, green, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Oh, dude, this is... Whoa. Whoa. This was written properly the first time, without capital letters. Delete her. Is this some fourth wall shit where she's like a dev or something? Oh, Lord, dude. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Thanks for listening. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Cohh, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Cohh. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Cohh? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? A rotating wheel turning an axle grinding, bolt head linear gearbox falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. Whoa. A torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disapproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy snakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel, breathing what the It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse. But she killed herself just in time. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we have to do something about... Oh. I was supposed to leave 25 minutes ago. Damn it. This is not what I was expecting from this game. Wow. Finish it, I'm close. How much more time do I have? How much time do I have in this? I've got like an hour, right? I've got about an hour. Okay. We're gonna finish this tomorrow. Yeah. We're gonna finish this tomorrow afternoon. What we're gonna do, I don't want to do this tomorrow at 8 a.m. because, to put it bluntly, I feel like this is a little bit much to wake up to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with Outer Wilds tomorrow morning and play that, and I'll probably take a lunch. And then when I get back from lunch, the first thing we'll do is finish this. And then I don't know what we're going to do after that. Maybe more Outer Wilds, or maybe Danganronpa. I don't know. It really depends on how my throat's feeling. But dude, I'm going to say this right now. As you guys know, my throat has been hurting all day. And I just now realized that I've been talking for like 2 hours with my throat basically on fire. Like this has been interesting. I definitely did not expect any of this. My Lord, man. Okay, so anyway, first of all, let's take it out of sub mode. I want to thank the non-subs again for being here. Like, my Lord. Subscribers off. Let's get that back in. Okay, awesome. Welcome back, non-subs. I'm so sorry about that earlier, but yeah, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, dudes, Captain Chaos, thank you for the $10 tip. Danoff, we definitely will be finishing it tomorrow. Thank you very much for the $10 tip. Wayne with the $10 tip. The artist put quite a bit of detail into the background and characters, you know. Just take some time during dialogues to admire them. It makes the game better. Yeah, yeah, thank you for that. Stantic Tempa says, hey, Cohh, just want to say there will be a few new things in the text that can be skipped, but it's RNG, so you may miss some things if you skip. That's okay. That's okay. I think we only have an hour left, so we'll just do it live tomorrow. Anyway. Whew. Thank you again for being here. Iceny Raider, Znaker, Ramming Rhino, The Polished Dean, Gremlin Freddy, and Psychomantis all celebrating their 1-year anniversary today. Thank you so much for that, guys. I have to go. So I am going to get out of here for now. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We're going to do Outer Wilds in the morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, I will tweet out and put a Steam notification up specifically for this game. So if you want to see the ending of this run, tomorrow afternoon, probably between 12 and 1 p.m. But again, if you're following the Coalition on Steam, or if you're following me on Twitter at CohhCarnage, I will make sure to put up notifications when we're finishing it. Also, I can tell you right now, this will definitely all be on YouTube. So if you can't make it tomorrow, or you came in halfway and you want to see the beginning, which I definitely recommend, make sure to check out my YouTube. It's also just youtube.com/CohhCarnage. Everything's at CohhCarnage, so you can find me anywhere on the net there. Cohh, you had over 16,000 people watching Doki Doki. Really? My lord, man. Wow. AKA Fornicator, good to see you, dude. It's been a while. Not Jack, I haven't seen you for a bit too. It's great to see you. I'm also an apology. I call myself an interactive streamer, but that's not what I was today. Yeah, so especially for all the people that were trying to be helpful and trying to flag me down in chat, I am sorry. Like, I was just like completely focused on this the whole time. So, whew. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here for now. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. Thank you so much for spending some of your life with me here today. And I hope to see you tomorrow morning for Outer Wilds. And if I don't see you for that, hope to see you tomorrow afternoon for the conclusion of Doki Doki and probably more Danganronpa, but we'll see. We'll see.